And Durfee is moving the football. And this is a pitch back now to Resendiz. Resendiz goes around the right-hand side. He cannot even get back to the line of scrimmage right there. So that's a second down for Durfee, and it looks like a loss of one. That's 2nd and 11.
But they still have to be happy with where they are. There was a little luck played effect there, and Feidelberg was there, brought it down, and now the Hilltoppers are in control of this ball game, in control of their own destiny right now.
And as we said, a 2nd and 11 right now for the Durfee Hilltoppers. They've been mixing up the plays very well. Question is, what's Tom Patello going to do at this point? And again, the split backfield with Martins and Resendiz. It's a pass. He throws, and it is complete. And that's number 86, Chris Costa. Chris Costa gets the ball at about the 29-yard line. That's going to be very short of a first down. But again, a nice short pass and a pretty good pickup.
So with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first half, the Hilltoppers moving the ball. Let's take a look at the protection Furtado's getting. He's got the time to pass. He's got the short-handed Costa. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short. And again, Durfee moving the ball. 5 minutes to go.
And it's a handoff up the middle. Question is it going to be enough for the first down? It looks like they were stopped, Alex.
I think they, depends where they mark it. They're going to have another shot at it if they don't. But I think it's going to be a first down. I think it's going to be a first down. That's my guess.
And they're going to bring in the measurements right now. The officials.
Paul, I've been known to be wrong. I've been wrong before.
You have? They're usually pretty good calling those first downs. I don't know. Let's see. There it is. First down. You got it. Tim Furtado brings them out now for the Durfee Hilltoppers. 1st and 10. Furtado with a handoff, and sweeping right is number 37, Chris Palumbo. Chris Palumbo is knocked out of bounds with a pickup of about 5, and that's a 2nd down now and 5 for the Durfee Hilltoppers. Good play right there. And number 24, Scott Barber of Dartmouth, 6 feet, 170 pounds. He caught up with Chris Palumbo.
Yeah, Palumbo also went sprawling into that rope that they have taped around the outside of the field. He's getting up, he's okay, but that looked dangerous right there.
A little slow to get up after hitting that rope down there.
But also a big gain as he trotted around. It seemed like he was just trotting around the right side. He gains 5, bring up a 2nd down and 5. 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the first half.
While we have the opportunity, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Sunbeam Bread. Thank you for helping us make this broadcast possible. 2nd down and 5. And it is an inside handoff to Dave Martins, 5'6". Or actually, it's Tony Resendiz that time, 5'10", 170. He takes the ball up the middle, but he is going to be stopped by that big defensive front of the Dartmouth Indians, and that's a 3rd and 5.
That was a big play by number 71, Andy Simpson, to just stand up Resendiz in at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a tough call for Patello of the Durfee coach right now. You're at about the 18-yard line, 3rd down and 5. I think they have to pass the ball.
And they might even go for broke, although the first down marker is at the 12-yard line. One would think that they would like to get the first down and then go from there. There was only 3 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the first half. And we've seen a lot of good ball movement. It's kind of a strange game. Both teams have marched down the field in turns here. And as soon as they get down within the 20-yard line or the 30-yard line, they can't get that big first down that they need, and then they turn the ball over. Either that or they're forced to punt. So both defenses have come up big when they've had to today.
And this is what Durfee's problem has been in the past. They've been able to work the ball downfield, get to this point, but not being able to put the ball in the end zone will lose ball games for you. And if they can pick this first down up, again, the time's ticking down in the first half. If they go into the locker room with the lead, Colin Lynch might have to change his game plan, but probably won't.
Chris Costa is an eligible receiver. We've also seen Tony Resendiz make a nice catch. So there are a lot of targets that Tim Furtado can go to if, in fact, the Durfee Hilltoppers choose to throw the ball here. And it's a 3rd and 5. They really have to go up, at least for a short pass anyway. But we'll see. Furtado brings them out. Palumbo in motion. And now Furtado is going to throw the ball. He does,
Nice.
and it is complete. A nice catch down there by number 86, Chris Costa, and that's going to be a first down.
That was a nice play on both the quarterback and the receiver's part. Furtado threw to the spot, and Chris Costa knew where he had to get for the first down, went to that spot. Let's take a look at it. Furtado rolls out to the right. He's going to throw to the spot, and you see Costa, he gets beyond the first down marker, and then he comes back to the open area. First down. Nice play for Durfee. First and goal. No? Is that first and goal, Paul? No.
First and 10.
First and 10 with 3:39 left to play.
And now Furtado with the handoff to Dave Martins. Dave Martins trying to find a corner, but he is hit and brought down by Kyle Sullivan of the Dartmouth Indians, and that's a big loss right there for Durfee.
Yeah, they lost about 9 yards on that, and just when you thought things were going well for Durfee, they lose 9 on a running play. So this might force Furtado to go back into the air.
And Kyle Sullivan just shot right through. He managed to break through the offensive line and get a hold of Martins, because when Martins first took off, it looks like he had a lot of room, but he was brought down. All right, second down and about 15 here. Now Furtado on the rollout. He's under pressure. Now he throws into traffic. It is intercepted. And that is Steve Roberge. Roberge starting to bring it back. He's finally brought down by Roger Plant. But Dartmouth has the football. First and 10. 2:49 to play in the half.
And Durfee just couldn't get it in there. Their problem all year. So, nice play by 36, Steve Roberge. Picks off the pass. Here we go. Let's take a look at it again. There was some pressure on Furtado, although 77 and 74 pick it up. And there it is. Roberge comes from way outside and gives Dartmouth the ball back with 2:49.
It's hard to see if it was Resendiz or Feidelberg that was the intended receiver. And now a big run. Reardon almost broke that. He has a first down. If it wasn't for number 1, Dave Martins, he would have been long gone and hard to find. So don't underestimate Dartmouth with 2:43 to play.
Right. The high school football version of the 2-minute drill. But let's see if they can do it running. They can do it running if they use the sidelines. But they have to get out of bounds.
And Roberge is wide to the right, and it's a handoff to Reardon again. Reardon picks up a good 6 on the play. That'll bring a second down and 4, and the clock is down to about 2:30 now.
Dartmouth takes a timeout. That's their first of the game. And this drive will determine, you know, who's going to have momentum going into the locker room at halftime. If Dartmouth can get on the board, those kids, they learn from playing for Carlin Lynch to be patient. And if you can be patient and you don't score the first couple of drives, well, things will come to you. The problem with Durfee is I don't think these kids have the patience. They get the ball all the way down to where they need it, and all of a sudden, boom, a mistake. That might be the difference between these two teams.
So second down and 5. Carlin Lynch with a lot of conversation with the number 1 man out there, number 17, John Berkness, the quarterback. We've seen Carlin Lynch pull some quick ones on us in the halfback option a couple of weeks ago. Not a must situation to score before the half, of course, but, you know, that's a lift for Durfee to be tied with Dartmouth at halftime, 0-0, I would say. They were beaten badly by Barnstable last week. Durfee was a 4-4 team.
28-0.
And that's a fake handoff and a pass. Oh, it was knocked down right there by the Durfee Hilltoppers, number 86, Chris Costa. Otherwise, the receiver would have been gone.
Good night. That was Tim Bradford, number 82. Nice execution by Berkness. Play action pass, fake the ball up the middle, then looking for his big guy. And that's a tough play for a quarterback because you're concentrating on one thing, faking the handoff. Then you have to look quickly and find your big receiver, and there's where Bradford comes in handy.
It's a good call by Carlin Lynch. Now it's a 3rd and 5. They still have a shot here with Civil in motion to the right. And now Berkness drops back. He's looking. He throws, and he has Dakin. Dakin is on the run, and he is finally brought down by Chris Foster and a whole host of tacklers, but not after he picks up 5 more yards. 1st and 10 at the Durfee 34.
Great play by Shane Dakin to gain 10 extra yards on just continually running forward. Dartmouth has the wherewithal to take their second timeout. Well, let's take a look at this one again, Paul. Dartmouth going to the air right now. Sense of urgency a little bit, maybe. Berkness gets the time. He looks downfield. He's got Dakin right there, and look at this. 5, 7, 8, 10 extra yards just rambling forward. A little help by number 36, Steve Roberge, to help him push it ahead. But you got to like that play. Not only because it was a completion, but also Burke Ness had a man longer. I believe Roberge was going longer than Dakin, but he decided to go underneath, and that was a wise decision because that was the man that was open.
And Colin Lynch hasn't had the opportunity to use a lot of his timeouts in the early goings here in the first half, so he's making good use of them here with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. A scoreless game between Dartmouth and Durfee. A little bit of a surprise, I would say, when you look at the records and what these teams have been through this year, but a good job by head coach Tom Botello. Right now, we'd like to say thank you to another one of our sponsors, the law offices of Hamill, Waxler, Allen, and Collins. Thank you for making this game possible between Dartmouth and Durfee.
So we've watched Dartmouth move the ball about 45 yards and only taking 30 seconds off the clock. Not even down to 2 minutes yet. 2:17 left to play.
Now Bradford is into the game. Dakin is wide to the left. And now Burkness is going for broke here. He has Dakin, and what a catch he made at the 5-yard line. Oh, Dakin comes out of the backfield, and he makes a great reception. 1st and 10 for Dartmouth.
Number 86, Chris Costa of Durfee, gambled a little bit. He tried to jump up in front of him, missed the ball. Dakin comes down, and with 2:11 left to play, let's take a look at this one again. Let's see if you can watch number 86 for Durfee. He's going to come into your picture at the top. Boom. Just a little bit too late. Dakin comes down with the Roger Plant, number 24, finally brings him down, and that's a big play for Dartmouth. That's going to give them 1st and goal from about the 9-yard line with 2:11 to go. They've moved the ball very well.
And they've got plenty of time, as you said. And again, Colin Lynch using those timeouts in the late going here in the first half.
If they score here, this play or the next play, that's going to give Durfee a chance with 2 minutes to move the ball themselves, Paul.
And they've been moving it well so far, too. Really going to be hard to stop Dartmouth here, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
And you see Colin Lynch setting up in the wishbone. He can go back to the running game with 2 minutes left.
He should eat up the clock.
And Burkness now keeps the ball. He runs himself. He's got room, and he is brought down short of the goal line. He had a good pickup there of about 6, though, and that's going to be a 2nd down. He's got to be within 3 yards of the goal line.
Oh, yeah. The clock is under 2 minutes and ticking. Looks like he's at about the 1 or possibly the 2-yard line. And Colin Lynch is just going to let the clock run down so that, like we mentioned, if they do score, Durfee will have limited amount of time to run the ball.
Keep that clock running, says Lynch at this point. And now Burkness with a handoff to Civil. Civil is in for a touchdown.
So with 1:33 left to play in the first half, John Burkness engineers a beautiful drive, about 75 yards in the course of 1 minute. That's Burkness's credit right there, mixing the pass up with the options, and you got to like the way Dartmouth just moved the ball, Paul.
Great execution on the wishbone. Nobody had any idea who was going to get that ball. And there you see Civil getting it this time and taking it into the end zone. No problem. You knew after they were within the 10, it was going to be very tough to stop them on the ground the way that they've moved the ball. And Colin Lynch is going for the 2-point conversion. John Burkness now with a handoff. No, he's going to throw. He throws, and it is incomplete. It was at the feet of number 19, Shane Dakin. He failed to bring it in. So that could be a big call in the second half. We'll see. There is 1:33 to play, and it is 6-0 Dartmouth over Durfee.
And now the fans have something to celebrate as they all get up and start to cheer on their Dartmouth Indians, and that was a great drive. You gotta like to see a young kid like Burkness just move the ball down the field. As we said earlier, he did it patiently, and I think that was the key, Paul. There was no sense that they had to get it done because they know that they can move the ball. It doesn't matter who they're playing, be it the Foxborough Whalers, the New Bedford Whalers, or the Durfee Hilltoppers.
And the Dartmouth Indians certainly had a sense of optimism. They knew that they were moving the ball well. They knew that they just couldn't convert that 1 4th down earlier because they marched down the field twice already before turning the ball over, once on that, once just not being able to make